Hi, welcome to this month's Upfront. It comes from Novotel Twin Waters on the Sunshine Coast, venue of our first ACF Chefs Conference. We've had a good turnout and reaction has been very positive. We start our conference report with Karen Doyle.
Well, the reason I've got into this is I care about the industry. I really care about apprenticeships, young chefs, and that's what I want to promote. The youth of today, but the chefs of tomorrow.
It was all hands-on. It was 4 days of just master classes and seminars, and it was pretty powerful stuff as well. We actually got to a guy came in and talked to us about sustainability of food, which is such an eye-opener because there's so many contributing factors to sustainability. And so it wasn't only a networking, a social event, it was also the serious things and what we were shown what we can do as young chefs to help future generations, to give them guidelines and show them what to do and what not to do. So yeah, the whole event is amazing and it's such a great opportunity for anyone that gets to go.
What I get from the conference is an opportunity to meet the new committee members of ACF and also meeting with chefs that attended the conference and to promote the kind of camaraderie that we always believe is good for the business. And as a sponsor, we were also able to share, like for example, a cheese masterclass with them. I think that gives them a better understanding of what we so-called are expert in, which is dairy products. So it's been good.
One thing about the ACF is they cover the whole gamut of the industry, right from the top right down to the trainees. That's why Nestle are involved in this, because we want to be part of that as well, and we have a very close association with them. So working on Golden Chef, and we've got a great relationship with them, so that's why I'm here.
If you look at the team across the board, there's a lot of passion, dedication. If you look across all the states, and we're all moving forward in a united force.
In Tasmania we've been going for about 6 years officially, so we're quite a new chapter down there. For us it's about trying to get the involvement, get network happening with all the chefs down there. There's a lot of separation amongst chefs. They sort of focus on what they've got to do restaurant-wise, hotel-wise, and we're trying to bring that all together slightly. So initially it's a social environment that we're trying to create, and then we want to get them involved, and to do that is to try and sort of set up sort of a competition basically, and sort of try and get people to go who can be better than each other, but at the same time pass on the knowledge for each other as well.
ACF Victoria is very focused on our young chefs at the moment. We've got a very well established OzTAFE competition through the TAFEs that gives young chefs something to strive towards, an ability to test their skills against others. That's been very long established in Victoria, and we're starting to look now into the secondary challenge and look to high school culinary students and get them involved in competition, which gives them real drive and enthusiasm for the industry.
Being professional is being involved. That used to be one of the slogans that one of our associations had, and it's so very true. If you want to be involved in the industry and want to be recognised in the industry and want to get something out of the industry, you've got to be involved.
I was asked through the National Executive of New Zealand Chefs to come along and represent the chefs of New Zealand at the conference and see if there's anything here that we can take back and use for our advantage in New Zealand. Your membership drive as far as the rural areas is something that we'd certainly like to take a look at. We, as you guys do, have the same sort of issues of trying to increase our numbers.
The conference has been a great success from the ACF's point of view. The weather hasn't been too great here on the Sunshine Coast, but it's been a great event. We had targeted numbers for our first conference that we've ever held. The association's been running quite a few years now, and we finally got our act together and got together a number of chefs in the one spot, and we've all had a great time. We've had great presentations, great demonstrations. We had Tetsuya come up and do a demonstration. Ended up being an hour and a half of interesting ideas and talking and interaction between him and the chefs. I've had so many people come up and say, hey, this is fantastic, we'll be there next time, and it's going to be in Tasmania, so that'll be awesome.
Thanks for watching. We recorded several interviews during the conference and we'll feature some of them in Upfront as we go through the year. I'll finish with a reminder that entries for Nestle Golden Chef's Hat close at the end of May.